This is attorney David Petrosky. Today I'm going to be talking about the Los Angeles County Eviction Moratorium and its recent extension through September 30th, 2021. But first, just a few things about my firm. I've been representing landlords since 2004. I consistently receive 5 stars from clients. I'm a published author and a referral source for many realtors, landlords, and attorneys. And we get results. Of course, there are no guarantees of success on any given case. Please also understand that the laws surrounding landlord-tenant in California and LA County are becoming very, very complex, and they are rapidly changing. This is not meant to be legal advice, and you should seek counsel relating to your specific situation. Los Angeles County recently extended the eviction moratorium to September 30th, 2021. The LA County moratorium applies in unincorporated parts of LA County and in cities that don't have their own moratorium. The purpose of the LA County moratorium is to provide a minimum standard of protections for tenants. So if there is a city moratorium, such as in LA City, that has their own moratorium, then the LA City moratorium would apply in that situation. However, the LA County moratorium will apply in unincorporated parts of the county and in cities that don't have their own moratorium that is at least as restrictive as the county moratorium. Now, if that wasn't confusing enough already, let's talk about the LA County moratorium. And there are several prohibitions on evictions of tenants during the term of the LA County moratorium. Landlords are prohibited from evicting a tenant due to non-payment of rent if the non-payment of rent is due to a financial hardship related to COVID-19. Furthermore, most no-fault evictions are prohibited. This is a major difference from the California eviction moratorium, which does allow certain no-fault evictions. But in LA County, if your property falls within LA County and is subject to the county moratorium, most no-fault evictions are not allowed. One common example is you cannot evict a tenant simply because you want to sell the property. Now, recently, under the latest extension of the LA County moratorium, the Board of Supervisors did enable eviction due to owner move-in for single-family residences with several restrictions. So you'll want to read up and become familiar with this no-fault eviction restrictions if it applies to you. Landlords also can evict tenants due to nuisance, unauthorized occupants, or pets if necessitated by or related to COVID-19. And this is much different than normal rules because these are generally considered at-fault reasons for eviction. But LA County has said no, a landlord cannot evict a tenant due to these at-fault reasons during the moratorium. Landlords also cannot evict tenants if the tenant denies access of the property to the landlord, with very limited exceptions. Landlords also can't evict tenants if the tenant fails to honor the repayment terms of a repayment agreement. So if a landlord and tenant voluntarily enter into terms to repay past due rent, and the tenant decides to change their mind and not live up to the terms that they agreed to, a landlord is not able to use that as grounds for an eviction. There are also some additional restrictions that have been imposed on landlords under the LA County eviction moratorium. Any payment delivered to the landlord must be applied to the prospective month's rent unless the tenant says otherwise. And this is also another deviation from normal landlord-tenant rules. Further, no rent increases are allowed in many circumstances in unincorporated parts of LA County. Of course, it goes without saying a landlord can't harass or retaliate against a tenant. Now, interestingly enough, there is no reciprocal prohibition against a tenant harassing a landlord in the LA County moratorium. Now, if you want more information, you can go on to our website, attorneydavid.com. That's attorneydavid.com. You can also schedule a paid consultation with us. You go onto the website, click on the contact button, and you can fill out a form to schedule the consultation, make your payment. We do post a lot of updates on Facebook and Twitter, so you can follow us there to get updates on what's going on with evictions throughout California and LA. Best of luck to you. Thank you.